Hello, fifth graders. Welcome back to Reader's Workshop. I know it's been a few days, but I want to remind you that we're continuing with our objective today on making inferences. Okay? Good readers are constantly thinking and gathering clues while they read. All right, and we're going to use those clues to make an educated guess. Okay, and that's what an inference is. You will need your book. Okay, Distinct Voices and Diverse Perspectives. And the story that we're going to read today is on pages 8 through 9. It's called Permission Slips. Right, and this is from the story, or from the book, called My Favorite Chaperone. So if you can find this book. And then our purpose for reading today is, okay, so we're going to read the story, and then we're going to look back specifically on page 9. And I like to read with my pencil. So when I read it, I can underline. Okay, what do you think why do you think Maya and Shannon became good friends? Cite 2 details from the text in your answer. All right, so I know some of you are getting very good at finding those details in the text, or finding quotes even in the text. All right, and that will continue to be our challenge today. If you are confident, you are going to feel free to shut off the video, read the story, and look for evidence to answer this question. All right, if you're still feeling a little shaky on inferences, stay here. We'll read this story together and talk about some possible answers to this question. All right, so make sure you have your book. I will read the story and you can follow along with me. Okay, another choice is to follow along with Benchmark. If you would rather do that, that works as well. All right, so we're trying to understand their friendship, and then we'll look for details. So I'm going to think about that while I'm reading today. All right, so the story starts. Everything changed for Maya Alonzova when she and her family emigrated to the United States from the Central Asian country of Kazakhstan. In this passage, she reflects on adjusting to life in an American junior high school. So that kind of sets us up for the story. And then I looked at the permission slip, wishing there were some special words I could say to get Mama and Papa to sign it. I wonder what permission slip. Around me, everyone in my homeroom was talking excitedly about the spring fling. Mama says she thinks the school is strange to have parties and events after school when students should be doing their homework. Ever since I've been at Beacon Junior High, the only slip they signed was for the gymnastics team. Papa loves sports. I think he told Mama that giving permission for this activity was important for my education. I can't find words to say how grateful I was he signed that slip. The gymnastics team is a fine, good thing in my life. I compete in all the events: vault, beam, floor exercise, and my favorite, the uneven bars. I love to swing up and up, higher and higher, and as I fly through the air, a wonderful thing happens. And suddenly I have no worries and no responsibilities. I'm free. But there's another reason why I love gymnastics. Shannon Liu is on the team. I'm just going to underline that because I'm wondering if that's the person, the friend. We became friends when she was teaching assistant in my ESL class, or when she was a teaching assistant in my ESL class. We're the same age, but she says I'm like her little sister. Her grandparents came from China. Ooh. God, I'm underlining a couple things there because I know I'm looking for why they're friends. So I underlined, I'm like her little sister. And then I underlined her grandparents came from China. Just because I know that the main character is not from the United States either. So that might be a connection between the two. And her parents speak perfect English. Everything about Shannon's family is very American. Her mother has a red coat with gold buttons, and her father cooks and sometimes even washes dishes. I couldn't believe this when I first saw it. No Kaza man would do kitchen work. Shannon encouraged me to try out for the gymnastics team. Ooh, I'm going to underline that too. Because I think that's what good friends do. They encourage each other. Gymnastics team, and the team has meant even more to me this year since I got put in the mainstream and had to leave ESL. Right? I'm just thinking ESL. I know that's students that are learning English as a second language. So I'm just trying to understand the sentence. It says, I got put in the mainstream. So that must mean a regular classroom because she had to leave ESL. And then it says, since I left ESL, I often feel like I'm in the middle of a game where I don't know the players, the rules, or even the object of the game. Wow, I can imagine that it's difficult to move into a culture that you're not familiar with. All right, so let's look at our question again. It says, why do you think Maya and Shannon became good friends? Right, I think they became good friends because they have similarities. I think they are alike. And I noticed I already underlined some things that prove that. Okay, I think they are friends because they are alike. They are both, their families both came to the United States from another country. Okay. Let's see. Shannon says, I underlined, I'm like her little sister. So I might say that Shannon says that Maya is like her little sister. And then I might also add that Shannon encouraged Maya to try out for the gymnastics team because they both enjoy gymnastics. All right, and feel free to use any other details that you can find to show why do you think they were friends. All right, making inferences is a sign of a good reader. Okay, keep practicing. Even if it was tricky today, we'll keep practicing tomorrow.